You ever have that one friend, the one who swears you're like family, until you ask them for a single favor? Yeah, that was me and Maya. Maya and I had been friends for years. Not best friends exactly, but the kind of close where we'd vent to each other after crappy days, send memes at 2 a.m., and occasionally meet up for ramen and cheap wine. She was smart, ambitious, and a little blunt, but I liked that about her. She called it like she saw it. So, when I hit a burnout wall one weekend after pulling multiple all-nighters for work, I did something small. I texted her. Hey, think you could come over and cook something simple? I'm running on fumes. There was a pause. Then, why would I cook for you? I'm not your maid. Uber Eats exists. Ouch. Did it sting? Yeah. But I wasn't gonna throw a tantrum over it. I simply replied, all good. No worries. And I meant it. I didn't take it personally. Everyone has their boundaries. But what I didn't expect was for the tables to flip just 2 weeks later. So it turns out Maya's paycheck got delayed. Some issue with payroll at her startup. Suddenly, her tone changed. Hey, can I borrow $900? I'm short on rent and I'm gonna get hit with late fees. She sounded desperate. I could practically hear the panic in her voice. But let me be real with you, I wasn't in a position to be handing out nearly $1,000. I had my own bills, my own life. And the memory of her scoffing at me when I needed help was still fresh. So, I said, calmly and respectfully, I wish I could, but I can't swing that right now. Silence. Then, wow. Seriously? After everything I've done for you? Everything. As I read her message, I felt this tightening in my chest. My hands were shaking not from fear, but from a cocktail of confusion and anger. What exactly had she done for me? This was someone who couldn't even be bothered to boil pasta for me 2 weeks ago. Still, I didn't respond. I figured, maybe she's emotional. Maybe she'll cool off. Boy, was I wrong. A few days ago, maybe 2 weeks after the money request, she texts me again. Hey, can you help me move this weekend? Just a few boxes and furniture. My new place is around the corner. Now, I want you to picture this. I'm reading her text, and I literally laughed out loud. Help her move. I took a long breath, felt that old familiar tension in my shoulders, and typed. You should hire movers. That's what I would do. I stared at my phone for a few minutes after that. No reply. Next day. Blocked. On everything. Instagram. WhatsApp. Texts. Gone. She erased me like I was the villain in her story. Here's where the real payoff lies. Because what she didn't realize was that my revenge was simply giving her what she gave me. I didn't ghost her. I didn't insult her. I didn't beg for an apology or closure. I did something way more powerful. I mirrored her behavior. No help. No compromise. No emotional labor. Just polite boundaries. That's it. And she couldn't handle it. The truth. People like Maya aren't mad when you say no. They're mad when they can't control you anymore. She wasn't looking for a friend, she was looking for a servant who never said no. And when I refused to play that role, she vanished. But here's the kicker. 2 mutual friends reached out later that week. Apparently, she's been venting to anyone who'll listen about how I abandoned her. I told them both the same thing. Funny, I thought we were friends. But if she won't do SHT for me, why would she expect me to do SHT for her? The beauty of this story? There was no yelling. No dramatic showdown. No petty gossip war. Just a quiet realization on her end that the bridge she burned was the one she expected to keep walking across. And the best part? I sleep great. Because I didn't stoop to her level. I held up a mirror, politely, calmly, firmly. And she hated the reflect. Sometimes, revenge doesn't need fire and fury. Sometimes, the most satisfying justice is simply letting people feel the full weight of their own behavior. Boundaries aren't cruelty, they're clarity. And when the users can't use you anymore, they show you exactly who they really are. If this story hit home, smash that like button and drop a comment below. Have you ever had a friend go cold the moment you stopped giving? And if you love stories where karma serves the main course, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Because sometimes, revenge is just saying no.